This isn't a video game. It's an advanced military exercise. These guys are undergoing a new form of totally immersive combat training.
When you see them out here, they're just running around an empty room. It looks very...
Yeah, it's the strangest thing. Explain to me what's going on here.
This is VirtSim. This is the world's most powerful, immersive simulator, where you can put up to 13 soldiers or police inside any virtual world and recreate their battlefield experience.
Okay, so set the scene from here. What are we looking at in our virtual world?
We have a warehouse where a group of adversaries are basically up to no good, and our guys have to go in, clear the facility of all the bad guys.
The idea is to create a virtual but lifelike environment to train our soldiers and law enforcement officers in dangerous, high-pressure situations.
They are seeing the screen in front of their own eyes.
Somebody's been hit. Can he tell that he's been shot?
Yes, when you get shot, you get feedback. In a sense, you get a sensory muscle stimulation.
This is basically allowing you to say, how are you going to react when somebody is pointing a gun at your face?
Yes, and that's really a key point, is that you don't know how people react until somebody points a gun at them. And on a range, you're just shooting at targets you're not being shot back at. And you really see how people perform in a stress environment with VirtSim that you would never see normally. That's
what it is. It's the stress. It's giving you that stress. It's putting you somewhere that you don't want to be. One
of the reasons we started VirtSim is that almost all of the simulators in the world have always been bought and paid for pilot training. We've done a great job with planes, but yet almost all of the deaths and injuries in all of our wars have been the soldiers and people on the ground.
Right.
So this is the simulator for everybody else.
Now I'm going to put myself in the firing line to see how well it works. Instead of the usual battle armor, I'm being fitted with a full-body motion tracking kit.
So there's these little markers all over the knee pads, all over the feet. Tell me about what the significance of these are.
The markers are placed in certain parts of your body so that the cameras will always be looking for those. During your live capture, there will be an avatar that's created based upon the placement of these markers.
So it's going to look like me.
It's going to look like you in size and dimensions.
The markers reflect infrared light to 84 cameras mounted around the ceiling. They determine the position of my body and track the precise movements of my limbs, then send the info to a computer in my backpack. This visor is stereoscopic and will allow me to experience a totally 3D immersive world.
The camera's capturing me, sending it to some big server system, transmitting it wirelessly back to my backpack, and that's how the virtual world will see me.
Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Today, there are no M16s. We'll be firing electronic weapons. They are weighted like the real thing. You aim them the same way, and they recoil too.
Through this door, I see.
Time for some target practice before the exercise.
Did I get him?
Nope.
Oh, shoot.
Hard left.
Okay, thank you. Did I get him?
No.
Not that I want to kill people, but...
Good shot.
This whole experience, it's completely playing with my senses, and I'm feeling like I'm there. The fact that the pistol feels so real when you're shooting it, and that everything moves where you move, it's completely real. It's messing with my mind utterly.
VirtSim is about as close as it gets to experiencing the front line without actually being there. Now Karen is about to feel how extreme virtual danger can be.
My scenario. Armed individuals have been spotted in an apartment complex.
So it's going to be a matter of you going through, clearing the building, room by room.
Shots have been fired and a hostage taken. A SWAT team is sent in to assist me. Each of us has an avatar that mirrors what we do, and they can all interact with each other.
Okay, Karen, follow me.
Okay.
Stay really close. Okay, Karen?
Yes.
We're gonna go left and clear that side, and then we'll go right.
Okay, bathroom, clear.
All right, you clear that first one. All right, we'll move up to the next bedroom on the left. Right behind you. Clear?
Yeah,
All right,
clear.
we'll move out to the stairwell.
Okay. It's crazy how scared I am right now.
All right, you watch behind us, and I'll watch in front.
Oh,
What do you got, Ken?
and down.
Got one guy down right here. This hallway.
Okay.
Clear it. All right, we're gonna move up to the hallway. Into this room.
I've been shot.
Stay right here.
2 muscle stimulators attached to my triceps deliver a stinging electric shock to tell me I've been shot. Computer game graphics might be more advanced, but this is not a game. There are consequences. I've been shot. Dead.
Oh, I've been hit.
I walk forward.
That was intense. Oh, I am sweating. My heart is racing. That was literally terrifying. It was scary to go into each room one after the next. And then right at the end, I get shot. I just get blown down. It hurts, and my game is over.
Time for the debrief. Joe Harmon is going to break down the hostage scenario.
As we see you clearing this room, and you're keeping the weapon up, you're doing a good job of keeping your eyes on the danger areas, you're moving through in a nice methodical fashion. You're making a room entry very decisive. You're hitting those corners. By hitting the corners, I mean you are pointing your weapon and having your eyes on that next deadly threat. Right, they're coming out. You've cleared that first apartment. So now you're going up the stairs. How'd going up the stairs feel?
Oh, it was very strange, you know, because you feel like you want to go up, and the system just facilitated that for you.
And right now you have your weapon pointed at your partner's head, which may not be always a good thing, but you've
Look
got
at
the
that line
Charlie,
straight up.
you've got the Charlie's Angel pose down perfect. So that's awesome.
Oh.
Now you're doing a good job here. You're covering the 6, we call it, and look at this. Now this, I was actually amazed, as others were, that you engaged him so quick. Look at your stance. You actually got into an aggressive stance as you would in a natural fight or flight situation, and you did an awesome job, Karen.
Playing back the scene like this is a primary instruction tool for combatants. And this kind of feedback and simulated training could be used in all kinds of other applications, from sports coaching to practicing complex surgical procedures.
Now here's where you were shot. Do you have any inclination as to why you may have been shot first?
I guess I just wasn't being careful enough.
No, well, I think your mindset, you intended to be careful, but you notice where you're at in that room.
Yeah.
That's a very large room.
Yeah.
And you went deep into the center of that room a little too quick.
Okay.
And that opened you up to angles that you weren't prepared to cover.
Thank you for watching.